Hi there. I just wanted to talk a little bit about cash flow planning. What exactly is a cash flow plan? So, a lot of times people get the cash flow planning template that we have and they start using it to record transactions. People might be using it to record income that's coming in and expenses that went out the last month or the last week. The reality is, you want to be thinking of your financial strategy in two parts. You've got the past, which you track, sometimes on a spreadsheet, but a lot of times you'll be using accounting software like QuickBooks or Xero or something like that. The cash flow plan is a little bit different because it's a future tool and it's a forecast, for lack of a better word. Now, forecast sounds very voodoo and meteorological and things like that. When I'm talking about forecast is we're trying to determine what we think we'll have for cash coming in over the next month, over the next 3 months, over the next 6 months, over the next 12 months. So in the events industry, we typically have contracts that extend over a long period of time. And we do know when we are going to get payments coming in. Now, because of the pandemic that we're going through right now, things can be really skewed where we may not have contracts in place. But typically you'll know, oh, I have a contract and they're going to pay me $20,000 in October, so on and so forth. And then we use an expense budget to see what cash is going to be going out. So you're really looking over the next 12 months period of time in the template that I share with you. You can extend it for 2 years if that's helpful. And you're really trying to determine what cash is coming in over the next 12 months or 24 months and what cash is going out. And that way you can line up and see what shortfalls you have. This gives you the power to make decisions with your money. If you start to see that you're running out of cash in October and November, you can try to, sell differently or market yourself or streamline your payments or ask clients to separate payments in a different timing than typical, right? You can plan out some of your expenses. So large purchases, maybe you're not going to make large purchases in those months that you start to dip. Right now that we're going through the pandemic, it's really helpful because some of you are considering financing or you're exploring different options from the SBA and things like that. Knowing what those deficits are when you've run out of cash is going to help you know exactly what it is that you need to borrow. It also really helps determining what it looks like to pay off that loan over a long period of time. A lot of times people take on a debt or a loan without really thinking what the repayment strategy is. How are you going to make up that money, and can you keep up with those payments year after year after year? So that's what the cash flow plan is. If you haven't downloaded my strategy just yet, you can do so. I'll provide a little link for all of you and see if it helps you streamline your cash inflow and outflow over the upcoming year. And you can always join me for a class. I'll link that as well. Would love to see you in there.